Rightio, ladies and gentlemen, we are live for the Brothers United Miata Trophy replay from last night's race at Road Atlanta. I'm your host, LRC Kaizen, or just call me Kaizen for short. And joining me in the com box with me is Mr. Snake Eyes, who raced in last night. How's it going, my friend? That's good. So, yeah. So look, we're both still new to the commentary game. So it was absolute wild last night, especially in the dead of night at Road Atlanta, and it's a very twisty track to race on too. So without any further ado, let's get to the replays. Right, it's gotta go find me, mate. Where is it? There we go. Got to give credit for Mr. Tubes if you're watching. Thanks for sharing the replay. Really appreciate it very well. So, yeah. Right. Rightio, ladies and gentlemen. So this is Michelin Road Atlanta. It is quite the twisty track, if I'm not mistaken, Mr. Snake. Yeah, like it's like the way I see it, it's a bit of a two personality. This one. So the first half is very twisty, very shred the tyres depending on what car you drive, but you're driving on road tyres, not proper race tyres. But then you've got this back straight with a chicane. It turns into a power circuit on the second half. So if you're running like a cornering tune, you're going to get murdered on the straights. But if you're got a power tune, you're going to get murdered in the corners. Yeah. Yeah, look, this series has just been a bit of a like trial and error, like it's like in step in learning, teaching people how to tune. So therefore, that's why we've given people baselines to give our drivers something to work with, and they can tweak it to suit their own personal needs and driving styles. So that's why we've been giving out the baseline tunes, myself and Sharky. Mm. Yeah. Look. I had when I ran the stiff setup from Suzuka, but I found it very understeery, very twitchy, so I made it more softer, and the thing was on rails. So, but anyways, let's get to the first race, eh? Let's go through our grid. This is how we're gonna do it. All right. Right, going through the grid, we'll start from the back. So, one of our late inclusions is my boy Sharky. When you see this guy drive, he's a multiple champion in multiple leagues. This guy he's an absolute speedster. Like yeah, oh yeah, like this bloke's like this guy's very speedy. He's very difficult to race. He's got a crazy driving style, and he's only young too, so he's got a bright future ahead of him. Like if he keeps practicing the way he's going, he's going to be what you call it, a world tour driver potential. Like if he keeps going the way he is. All right, so moving up to the left side of the back row, we have Brits Lightning, the teammate of my man Madrick. With that, this livery I've seen in car 551 in Motor Motion. It's a very nice, like Lightning Motorsport. So you can't really see the liveries properly, but yeah. So and then here comes one of the first of the many ISA liveries. We got Mr. Tubes in car 589. Good bloke. I've got to give him credit for sharing the replay. And ISA, sometimes they know how to make a livery and a half, don't they? Oh, yep. Yep, and speaking of Mr. Benjo, we got him in starting P8s on the grid with car 974. He's gone the more, which is going to be then the 2024 livery going forward. And also, in P7, we have, this is a livery I made for my man Mr. Budsy 76. Also, Yeah, so I've gone a bit of a Croatian style as my man's Croatian himself, so he really loved it. And then we've got there's something I just threw together, So he said he needed a livery, so I gave him one. Right, so we got in P6, we got yourself in car 10, so we got gone pretty simple but effective livery here. Yeah. Look, this is a Clubman series, so everything gets done last minute. It's budget races. But yeah, so it's a bit of I'm simulating the way we're simulating this is like a club sport series. It's for budget people who want to get in the racing. It's basically the next step up from go-karts. Yeah. Alright. Yeah. Anyway, I've got one of our viewers that can barely hear, but I'll just crank up the volume. Alright. Yeah, just crank up your volume if you can, because some people can't hear for some reason. Alright, so moving up the grid. So we have the last of row 3. We have Magic. This man has been putting some strong performances recently, and he's been up there in the top 5 with that great livery with that Lightning Motorsport. So this is Britz's teammate. Then moving up to P4, we have Mr. Dirags in that he seems to be a fan of Red Bull racing and all that. So something he's thrown together. Okay, then we got the second of the many fast people in our lobby, my man Gabans in that car 55 and all that. Then partnering me on the front row be Matt Campbell. This guy, he's an actual warrior. This bloke racing like early in the morning in the US. It's like 16 hours time difference. Like they're the day behind him in car 12. Then it's good to see someone from another country coming in. Yeah, this guy's really quick. Anyways, and then you got myself starting on pole with my Bridgestone livery as to represent for who I work for and all that. Rightio. Let's get this underway, shall we? Alright. Alright. Here we go. We're starting from Sharky's point of view. Right, all lights are out. Lights out and we go racing. Let's go, go, go. So, myself, Lancel's got a good start on Campbell. We'll go look at from the back of the grid. Sharky's already jumped Brits. Does everyone get through turn 1 cleanly? Yeah, anything can happen around here. It looks like pretty good. Alright, so moving back up to the front. Sharky's making moves already. Pushing his way. He's just... it's another livery he's thrown together. It's pretty good too. So he's really just... He's just trying to make up the way to field because he was he missed qualifying because he had things outside. But anyways, so let's move up the grid, from the front. So got myself and Campbell really fighting for position here. It's very tricky when you're starting on pole. You always got the second guy in the slipstream, and especially when you got a guy that's running a power tune, it's very tricky. It was a bit of more of the cornering, so trying to more about corner speed. So this one was really a fuel race. So we got Campbell here really on the backside of myself, and he's looking for a way through. He has to pull to the inside. He thinks less of it. So everyone get through the 10A and 11A, 11B very calmly and collectively. So very solid lap here. We're going to stay on board for the battle for the lead as we cross over for lap 1 of 10. Looks good so far. Yeah. So it's really pushing here. Oh, he's going off. Campbell's going off. He's made an awful mistake. Oh, that's catastrophe. That puts Gabanza direct as a second and a half penalty with Magic. Oh, look at the battle here for second now. And Sharky's right there. And he's just overtaken Snake on the... We're going ball with Sharky. He's really like an angry bee trying to get through the field and trying to catch up to myself. See, this is another tricky spot to make overtakes. Like, if you compromise your exit here, you're pretty much screwed on the straight. But he's realised Dirags has a penalty here. Oh, there's another one going off there. That's Benjo. So he's got a penalty for insult for injury. So Tubes are going to be going fighting it for the back row. So running through the grid. So we got Campbell with an awful mistake. Now it's dead last. We got Brits in P10. We got Benjo in P9. Tubes P8. Dirags in P7. Budsy in P6. Snake in P5. Joining this battle with Magic P4. Sharky third. And Gabans P2 alongside now finding myself leading the race. So basically when you're in a comfortable lead, you're stuck in two minds. Do you push away from the field, or do you go for the full fuel save, which I had to do and try and manage the gap. So I had to push the corners a little bit to save fuel a little bit as well. So running the higher gears, but the problem is you'll try and run a mistake. If you run wide, it kills your race entirely. Yeah. There we go. We've got Sharky trying to get past Gabans now. So now Gabans has finally got rid of his player one livery with that defense force, which is pretty nice too. Pretty simple, but very effective. And Sharky's got a bit of he's always got that dark navy blue that represents the LRC, which is the team I'm in. So he's got the run on Gabans. Sharky moves up to P2. There he goes. It looks like he's running a balanced setup, Sharky. He's running a very long sixth gear. Yeah, so it's a shame we can't get deltas as well. So, but yeah, we go. So he's sort of saving fuel as well, and he's saving for his last push for the back end. Here we go. Oh, Gabans going one ride there, so he's lost some time. So it brings Magic into it. So you got a massive battle pack. So from 7th to 3rd, we got a bit of a massive battle pack, which is what we like to see in these type of racing. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's like this. Yeah, with sprint races, this is where the racing really gets tight knit. It's like a swarm of angry bees. This is basically what like the daily racing, but cleaner. And now there's a proper look at Budsy's livery. I've gone as Croatian as I can possibly get for him. Yeah. It's something simple, but you can race in it. This is a... Yeah. Getting used to the game, and plus he's had some wheel issues as well, and he's on the process of getting a new wheel. So he just can't wait to get rid of his current wheel, so... But I've got to give a shout out. I've got to give a shout out to Mr. Magic here. I met this guy on Motormotion. He's been my teammate. He's a very solid driver. And this guy will give you a battle when you want to give it, when you ask for one. And as you see, he's passed Gabans as well. So he's now in the 3rd place. Yeah, that's Lightning Motorsport. So Brits makes liveries for them. Yeah, so now we've got this battle pack is a talking point at the moment because it's just so close. Anybody can have that P3 or P4 as well. While this is happening, this is great music to the ears for Sharky. And mate, I cannot fault Sharky as a driver. This guy is an absolute speedster. Yeah. Like, his driving style is just unbelievable. Like, when he push and when he wants to push and he can fuel save and still drive fast. Like, he's just yeah, he was. He's just very smooth and he really knows how to push the car. Like, this is my favourite camera angle in the game. Because you can see, like, it's like it's a passenger seat and you can just, like, go on a wild ride with your driver. See, look, we've got pretty much similar gearboxes, but I've got a slightly longer. See, this is the fun part of tuning. You really got to, you tweak it to your driving style. Yeah. Alright, now we're past the halfway point, so this is 4 laps to go. This is really where I had to dig into the trenches. And Sharky had to do the same thing. Yeah, see, that's what they need to fix in this game, but... As you see, look, Sharky got slightly more fuel than myself, because I was trying to push away from the pack. And try and get past Campbell. Then, you see, a lot of people were in the same fuel. Like, now Campbell's past Benjo, so now Benjo's now dead last. So this is a fight for last place now. But Campbell's pulling away comfortably. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Like that's what this series is built on: close, tight-knit racing. Like the lesson the drivers are going to be learning with this one is that to drive faster cars, you should learn how to drive a slow car fast. That's how you improve your craft. So now Snake's got a poor so you've just picked up the penalty, so you must have made a mistake somewhere there, or run one ride. See, when you get a penalty here, it is absolutely brutal, because a million people pass you. Yeah. But look, this battle's still brewing too. Yeah, this is what the sprint racing's all about. And as the sun starts setting, so this is when the tyres start getting a little bit colder, so the car's going to be very squiggly. Yeah. So this has been a bit of trial and error with the settings as well, so we're trying to, but we've got the fuel right, so we've got some strategy there. So a lot of drivers had to learn how to manage fuel in this race. But myself, starting from pole, I had no choice, I had to push. But see, as you see, Sharky's starting to catch me here. Because I had to short shift hard just to get to the end. Otherwise, Sharky was going to be catching my ass, so... As you see here, so I'm going slightly quicker on the straights than Sharky, but he's got more cornering speed. I think that was the name of the game with this car at the moment, from what I'm seeing. No, this is like everyone's running the same spoiler. Should be. He actually isn't, but that's all, I'll pass that, but Alright, so 2 laps remaining. So this is really the nervous part. I started to get a bit nervous here. That Sharky catch me, so I had to really short shift as well. But yeah, so this is where you got to really dig in the trenches when you're in the lead and fuel saving. Yeah, look, it just comes with experience. Like, one thing you drivers should learn is like learning where to look at the ECU a lot and like where the power peaks. and try and go a little bit lower than that. So try and find the lowest point. So you got to try and maximise the car's power without losing heaps of time. Yeah. Yeah, so you got to find where because power and torque peaks around the same place. Alright, we've got almost up to the back end of this race. So from the back, so we got Benjo in P11. We got Brits here at P10. Campbell's made up another position in the P9. We got Tubes in P8. Snake in P7, which seems like Tubes is starting to catch you a little bit there. But then we got followed by Dirags at P6. Then we got Budsy along with Cabans and Magic. There's a massive fight for P3 here. Yeah, as you see, Cabans is already in the reds. Both Cabans and Budsy are in the red, but Magic's done a brilliant job of saving his fuel. Well, yeah, but this is the battle we're going to see. He's saying, look, he's on an empty tank and Sharky's 2/10 purple. Yeah, he has to, like, he's, like, that's, when I saw this Delta coming down, like, by a whole half a second, that's when I started getting a bit jittery. But, so look, I've had the short shift early to 6th gear. So can I hold on for the victory? You'll find out in the next lap and a half. I've had to drop down almost a whole second, or Sharky can just hit 34s. Yeah, it's like I had to push hard early, then had the short shift. But I was defending against Matt Campbell before he went off. So here we go. This is the clutch period now. This is the last lap of the race. As the sun comes down at Road Atlanta. Can I get through turn 1 comfortably? Yes, I can. Then we have Sharky. Really, he's in the reds. He's limiter bashing the car like a young kid at Eastern Creek on a track day, trying to show off to his mates how loud his engine is. Yeah, it's like he's really pushing. This is peak Sharky here. Yes, we can go on board with Mr. the Shark Man himself, who's actually my teammate for LRC as well. So did basically Masterverse Apprentice here. So he's just pretty much matched my qualifying time as well. Then he got myself running on fumes. Then he got Shark really limiter bashing the car now. And then he got myself. I can see his floodlights now. This is close. This is the close racing. This is strategy at its finest. As I come around the chicane, will I hold on? Will Sharky get to me? No, I had 0.2 by the time I hit this corner too. Then I hit 0.1 at the exit. So as I come across the line where I take my second win of the season for race 1, Kaiser takes the win with Sharky P2. Then we have Magic holds off the pack to take P3. So solid job from him. And Budsy has passed Gabans for P4. And Gabans is running out of fuel. He's running out of fuel. Here comes Dirags. Well, Dirags, he's got him. No. Oh, that is heartbreaking for Gabans. Then you got Tooth Pierre and Campbell. He just he couldn't wait to finish that. Then we got Brits and P10. Solid job, he's just done a great job with those liveries. Then we got Benjo just cruising around, and he's about to, he's kicked it. And goodbye. So there's your race winner. Right, now we're going to go through the results, which I've got through here. Just got to get Freddie's race photos, which I've... Rightio, okay, so these are the race results, ladies and gentlemen. Myself takes the win, followed by Sharky second, and rounding out the podium is Madrick. P4 will be Budsy. P5, Dirags. With an unlikely P5 over Gabans, just for running out of fuel. That is the worst way to lose position, isn't that right, Snakey? Yeah. Yeah, so you basically have to push hard while fuel saving. So this was a strategic race, this one. Yeah. But full props to Sharky for a 33.5. That is absolute wild. Yeah, he had to push to try and get anywhere near me. Basically, if he was less than a second, he would have had me on the last lap. Right, then so then we got Gabans in P6, then Snake in P7, Tubes followed by Tubes in P8, and rounding out the race we got Campbell P9, Brits 10th, and Benjo P11. And also we have Renegade with a DNS as he had problems in the garage before pre-race. So, but they've got but they got the car ready for. But Snake's got the word from pit lane in Renegade's crew that they've got the car ready for race 2. So, but wait, here we got a massive news from Benjo. He's had to retire the car. So that where he ran out of fuel, it's actually an engine failure. He's been telling me. So he'll be out of race 2. So the mechanics cannot get the car done in time. So anyways, that's race 1 done. We'll have a quick 5-minute break, and we'll get race 2 going. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. Catch you later. Rightio, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. If you've liked what you've seen tonight, and feel free to give us a like, comment, subscribe to my channel, and if you wish to join Brothers United Racing Club for the Miata Trophy, and you want to be on the grid, I'll be posting my Discord link in the description, and we can get you sorted. We can get you on the track and have some fun. Because I'm pretty sure Snakey here is having some fun with these Miatas.
Yeah, like I say, this is my first. I didn't get to make the last race, so this is my first go at them, and yeah, it's great. It's really close. It's like I say, they're not overpowered or as fast as some of the other cars. So it's a little. In some ways, it's a bit more relaxing, but at the same time, it's more about getting the most out of that car instead of just outright speed and great handling.
Yeah, absolutely, Snake. Yeah, it's all about driver skill. This is what it's all about. This is learning their racecraft, basically. So basically trying to get a bit of a beginner series for everybody.
Yeah, it's good because you've got people that have been in the real racing world. People start off in go-karts and Formula Ford and sort of work their way up. So this is sort of taking it back to that club sport, back to its sort of roots sort of thing.
All right, now without further ado, let's get to the grid, shall we? All right. Okay, so let's go through the grid so this is a reverse grid. So the people that finished at the top is starting at the back for the next race. So starting from the back, we have Renegade, where his pit crews from Evolution Sim Racing finally pushed their car back out of pit lane and onto the track and got the engine going. So they must have clutch started onto the grid. Yeah. Then joining him on the back row is myself in that Bridgestone livery. Had to dust the car off a little bit, put some extra petrol in the tank. But even though it's still at the 50 litre initial fuel, because fuel's very expensive at this time of year, so we have to keep the cars light.
What tyres are you running on that?
Yeah, we're running some good old tyres sponsored by Bridgestone, so fair props to the guys at Bridgestone for providing the tyres. Right, so the mandatory tyre in this race is going to be the hard tyre for at least 5 laps of the race. Okay, so in P9 we have Sharky, who's really trying to get through the pack as well. Then we got Magic in P8, followed by Budsy in P7. Dirags P6, Gabans in P5. He really wants to make up for losing out to Dirags from running out of fuel. Then we have yourself, Snakey, starting on the second row. So this must have been unfamiliar territory for you.
Yeah, especially on this race.
Yeah.
Been there before, but actually, second race in another series, I started second on this race.
Yep. Okay, so joining on the second row is Tube. So he's another one of our late entries, but good bloke. Got to thank for saving the last replay. Otherwise, you wouldn't see another replay. Then we got the front row, Matt Campbell with the tactical spin to get on the front row to join Brits Lightning in P1. Rightio. As we get underway under lights. Yeah, here we go. At Michelin Road Atlanta, round 2, race 2. When we're underway, everyone looks cleanly. Watch from the view of Renegade. So he's really trying to back off here. There's 2 cars off. So that's Snake Eyes and... we got to have a look at this one. So he's trying to run around the outside. So Tubes have gone off. So both you and Tubes. So that's 2 cars off there. So not enough for a red flag, I'm afraid. So Campbell's just pulled away in that. So it's so unlucky for those poor guys. So now it's all to do for you, Snakey. But now you've got double the time. So Campbell's just pulled away from all that kerfuffle. So Campbell P1, Brit's holding on, but there's an absolute carnage here. I've just shot up the grid in 2 corners. And there's Sharky. Oh, there's 3 cars wide. Going into for the back straight. Yeah. So this is what you call carnage. There we go, everyone's under lights. It's like angry bees. See, this is where Sharky really had the acceleration on me, because I had to defend the inside. And we're both on hard tyres too. So the car was very squiggly. Yeah, everyone's on hards. And I made it clear that you had to do 5 laps on the hards. So Campbell's just pulled a massive gap. But now he's got Sharky like an angry bee trying to catch up to him. But problem is the slower drivers have to hold off for dear life when the fast guys catch up to them. See, this is why we love a bit of reverse grid. It just throws a spanner in the works, a cat amongst the pigeons, I should say. Oh, it's looking at some of these light scenes are beautiful at night. How good's night racing? It's like Eastern Creek track nights. Yeah, see, I got a second penalty because I run just wide at turn 7. It is a cursed corner, that one. You run wide on because if you just take it too fast, you understeer wide, second penalty. So this is where I lose heaps of time to Sharky. This is where Dirac goes for a move here. As you see here, while I serve the penalty, see, this is brutal. So 1 second turns into 3 seconds. See, bolts past me like a Supra gapping a Camry. Yeah, absolutely. Like, it is brutal, that penalty zone. See, Magic again. He's just holding his own here, and we've got Gaban's really trying to hold off Brit's Lightning here. With Renegades, who's made up a few positions. And notice he's doing a bit of fuel saving. Yeah, probably just not sure if they've put the right amount of oil in this car, so they probably doesn't want to hear the engine knocking. But that's, yeah. Oh no, they put the wrong fuel grade in. Oh, Gaban's gone a bit wide here, so he's feeling the pressure from the guys behind him. Yeah, so trying to keep up with people in these S's are very tricky as well. So it pretty much puts you off. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, someone's having a budsy. He's made a mistake somewhere. He's really feeling the pressure on these hard tyres. Yeah, that's why we put out the briefing like 2 days, and he's got a half-second penalty, so people are really struggling. Drivers tonight are really struggling on those tyres on turn 7. And the PD gods are just saying, screw you, we're just going to give you a penalty. Oh, Budsy's really getting squiggly. Okay, so Sharky's finally made a move on Campbell. So now he's just assuming the dominant order. Then we got, oh, Campbell's going squiggly, trying to keep up with him. We go on board with Campbell. So, another thing with night racing, your brake markers just completely change. Because what's clearly visible completely goes dark. That's why you're going to turn up the exposure a little bit. Yeah, and then he almost lost it. That's when he lost significant time. And this is where I pull a gap on him. So I had to really manage the tyres, and then I had Dirags on me too. So we're pretty much coming up to the back end of the hard stint. We'll see some people make some early stops, but Yeah, it'll be a lap and a half's time. Before people start, before the pit crew start getting ready. They start get, as you see some of the, as you see Snakey in the pit lane, they're really getting the tyres ready to go. He slap on them softs to the end of the race. Yeah, absolutely. Like, those guys are working overtime. And the same for the ISA fellas, right, getting those liveries sorted too. But yeah, so run up the grids, down the grid. So we got Sharky. Oh, he had a moment, but he just saves it. It's very easy to do it there because you're trying to really get a good run there. But if you run too wide or you hit the, especially in turbo cars with power oversteer, the car will just snap. Yeah, it's such a tricky corner, and just like this corner too. When you're on worn tyres, it is a pain in the backside. Then okay, followed by Campbell. Then you got Kaiser in P3. Then you got Dirags really having a solid race too. Then we got followed by Magic, who's really getting up on his gearbox, trying to go for a move. Then we got Gabans in P6. Snakey's made up for his mistakes in lap 1, turn 1, made his moves on tubes. Well, he got a couple of Angry Bees in tubes, Brits, and Renegade. And followed by Budsy, who's unfortunately made a mistake. Then in P12, unfortunately, Benjo had to retire the car due to engine failure. The ISA cars will be really licking their wounds on Benjo's car. So. Yeah, what we want to see, and it's very healthy turnout too. Like, there's a few guys that had problems with getting their cars here as well, because some of them are struggling to get their cars through customs. So, because some of them still had the Australian number plates on them, so and some of them didn't pass the emissions tests for US standards, so some of them couldn't race tonight. Will Campbell come into the pits? Yes, he will. So he's one of the first of the pit stops. So you have to really stay on hug the inside, otherwise you get a penalty. So, yeah, it's very easy to do because it's a pain in the ass for pit lane too. So Campbell and Magic are going for pit stops. So the Lightning Motor Crew and Motorsports really watch them get to work. Now they got the fuel load ready to go. So it's going to be around 15 laps of fuel you got to put in. So pretty much you got a heavy car and soft tyres. And we got Gabans and you got yourself coming in. Yeah, so Campbell's just come out. What's gonna come out here? So he's on the softs. So Campbell's penalty free. So is Madrick. So Gabans is pulling out. And so is Snake and Tubies. Yeah. It just pops out. See, if you just cut it just slightly, it just ruins your race. I've done here multiple times and it's like far out, man. There goes my race. Yeah. Yeah, he got away with one. Okay, Sharky's come in. So I decide to go for an overcut on him and see if that works. We'll see what pans out in this. See, this is the critical laps here. So Sharky's really burned his fuel, trying to really keep a light fuel load. And Dirax has come in as well. See, watch them boys get to work. So Brits is coming in, Budsy's staying out, so this is where Campbell's going to be coming out. Will he pass Sharky? Will he pass Dirags even? Looks like he's going to. Yes, he will. Dirags is overfueled. Okay, so only myself, Renegade, and Budsy left the pit. Yeah, absolutely. Like, I was trying to go for a light fuel tank so I can push the softs more. My problem is, do you come out in clean air or you come out in traffic? So that's the difficult part. So, but it's hard to tell when you're thinking on the go. So now, yeah, this is where I've been given the call to come the box. Yeah, I had to take it slow there. Yep. Yeah, and MRs are even worse for it as well. So now, watch the LRC boys get to work. But yeah, so that, yeah, with the Bridgestone liveries, with all the tyres we do. Yeah. Okay, so this is where the leaders will come out. This is where I possibly lost too much time staying out of lap. Yeah, the overcut can really work against you as well. And also Magic passed me as well, so I came out behind Magic as well. So this is, yeah, so it takes a while to get warm, especially in the night time as well. So this is where strategy really plays a part in race 2. But this is the battle for the lead here. Right here. So we've Renegade and Budsy left the pit. So this we'll jump on board with these guys, really trying to capture Budsy and Renegade. So this is where Sharky's going to put the hammer down while Campbell's giving chase. We'll jump on board with Campbell, the boy from the US. He's in New York, he's been telling me, so he's got a big time difference. So what I've heard, he races are like at 7 AM in the morning. Yeah, but it's a home race for him too. Yeah, so everyone's going to be going quicker. Yeah, but Sharky's just got the speed on him. Okay, so we're going to jump on board with Sharky to go on a lap around Twisty Road Atlanta. So there's a bit of a track guide here. So coming to turn 1, you brake where the cones are, then you swing it into the apex and really use the whole track here. Coming up to turn 2, then going in the 3, so pop it down the 4th, hop the curb, then you're running down the S. So this is very tricky to get right. As you see, it has Sharky down catching Budsy. Once the curb gets straightened up, you put it down the 4th gear to Kurt's corner. Make sure you don't run too wide. And he's going to go for a move on Budsy. Here's Sharky. Righty. Oh, Sharky's got a penalty. He's run just a bit too wide, so you brake. So you brake around 100 board on the left. Then you see a 10th on your right. Then you brake there. Going on. So this is where you really make up most of your time. So going to main straight, he's really got the run on Renegade now. And Campbell's just passed Budsy and then set the pass Renegade as well. So Sharky serves. And then Campbell's just gone through Sharky. There's a wild battle for the lead here. But will Renegade make Sharky fight back? Will Renegade be a thorn in the sight for Campbell to pull away? Okay, so running that last corner, he really got it. So he's going to pull into the pits, Renegade. And that'll be a lap around Road Atlanta for you, ladies and gentlemen. It's a bit much a power circuit and just nailing your braking points and turning points. And Sharky's coming back strong. Wow, this is some interesting battles here coming out of the pit lanes, Snakey. Yeah, then we got Budsy still yet to pit. Then we got Magic Followed by myself, this is really going to heat up here for the podium spot here. You got me really, if you see, I'm really pushing here, trying to hop in curbs. Trying not to get a penalty. Yeah, Budsy has left the pit. This is where the real battle is going to begin here. So where it went wrong, gone wrong for the Kaizen crew here is that they told him to stay out way too long and he's lost a significant amount of time, especially when your tyre delta's 2 seconds compared to the soft tyre. That's one thing I noticed, that the tyre delta is very high around here. Like the pace difference between the hards and the softs, like it was basically 2 seconds. Yeah, well, you had to start in the hards, especially for a reverse grid. You don't want to burn your tyres too early. And plus you had the initial fuel load as well, so you're better off just running the hards on the initial fuel, on light fuel, than fuel the tank on the softs. As this, we got a real battle for fourth here. So alright, so yeah, and Budsy's gone into the pits here. So he's been the last at pit stop, so he's really emptied the tank. He's really going for a light fuel. Where's he gonna, so both Cabans and Dirags are coming out behind him, followed by yourself and Renegade's coming too. Yeah. Yeah, mate. So this is the battle we're gonna watch here. This is for the last podium spot. It is for the Cruise Corridor for championship points too. As one of our championship leader in Syrup Face, also known as Sam White, he had to miss the round shoot, so he couldn't make it with us tonight. So he's taking his drop round. But this is where the difference in tunes happen here. So he's running a power tune here, so this is where he's pulling away. As you see here, you just see a slight pace difference, but I'm on his gearbox. But this is where I gain on him in the corners. Yeah, because I've got that acceleration out. But the problem is he makes up with his speed. He's running a pretty high rake too, so anyways, it's an absolute firing up here between Madrick and Kaizen. This is just an absolute dogfight just for a step on the podium. So it seems like Sharky's starting to pull away from Campbell. Yeah, so Sharky's just in his cruise control now. But now this is battle going through the S's. As I jump on board with Magic, you can see Kaizen in his rear mirror. And Kai's really had a push and he's gone wide. That's a penalty. I think that's a bit of dirty air as well, so. And there it is, that's the penalty, that's going to be costly. So Magic can breathe a sigh of relief for now. See, this is where even half a second penalty can turn into a second and a half, even 2 seconds, if you're not careful enough. Yeah, it is brutal. Reminds me of Interlagos as well. Yeah, so it really messed up with your rhythm as well, like for the breaking point for that chicane. So especially because I'm looking around that the right hand side. Yeah. You'll see here, 35, 36. So almost a second and a half. But this battle's not over yet. But yeah, just like Sharky's starting to pull away from the pack. He's now got the fastest lap of the race with a 34.2, which he's in endurance mode now. But it's still pretty quick. So running up the grid, so we've got Brits in P11, with Budsy pulling away in P10. with Tubes and P9, followed by Renegade, who looks like he's coming under pressure from our Tubes. Then you got your Snake in P7. Then Gaban's P6, Zedis having a fun Sunday drive. Followed by Dirac P5, who's really pulled away from Gaban. So whatever they're putting that little 4-cylinder engine in Dirac's car, he's making it pull away from Costa Rock. But here we go. Go side by side. Tyson's taking the lead on the straight, but it compromised. But he has to compromise his exit. And Magic's going to be right behind him. Yeah. Yeah. And also I was running a bit of downforce too, so he's going for it. There's nothing I can do but go to the inside. This is clean, respectful racing, what we love to see. And then this is where I gain it in the corners. So he's slow out of the corners. I'm pretty much on his gearbox. Pretty much I had to check up a bit. Revving. Yeah. Yeah, you have to focus on a million things at once. You're trying to fight for position. The problem is, I was losing heaps of time to Sharky and Campbell trying to get it done. See, this is where the pit strategy really comes in here. You do it wrong, you're losing a chunk of time. And the pit loss is absolutely brutal around here too. Yeah. Yeah, and it's music to the front guys' ears too. Yeah, he'd be like, he'll be cheering like he's on the podium after a shocking round one as well, because he had problems with his car in Suzuka. So yeah, he had a lot of offs as well. So this is where Magic really pulls away too, with that straight line speed. But this is where I start putting the pressure on. Oh, we can't take our eyes off this battle here for P3. Just shows you what these cars can really do for close racing. So I tried to have a look, but it just wasn't close enough. Yeah. Yeah, here we go, side-by-side racing here. Will Kaizen finally make the move on Madrick around the outside? Yep. Oh, it's side-by-side at turn 1. Very dangerous territory here. It's great racing. And Madrick holds on. Round the outside. So that's where that straight line comes in. Yeah. So, the battle resumes. It does not end there. Yeah. And on short tracks as well. This is what we love to do. Yep, here we go. Can't go for another dive bomb down the inside. It's the only place can base make an overtake, but again, I'm getting compromised on the straights. Yeah, the problem is that when you're on the inside, it compromises it a little bit, so you're not taking the racing line. So Magic could take the racing line and retake the position. We go on board with Magic here. Yeah, it's like boom. It's like getting overtaken on the motorway on the M4. But see, I'm trying to go for a lot. Ooh! That's how you dive bomb it. Sometimes you got to be the postman. You got to lick the stamp and absolute send it. That's what Daniel Ricciardo says. But at least I'm delivering on Sundays and on a public holiday too. And speaking of Christmas, I wish everyone out there a safe Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. But yeah, so if you're enjoying this race, you feel free to like this, guys, and comment, subscribe to the channel. It supports my series really well. I've now finally made the move, but problem is it's too late to catch up to Campbell with 4 laps to go. But wow, what a battle between Kaizen and Magic Snake. Yeah. Yeah, but also, and also with the cornering, when I can take the race line with my cornering ability, Magic has no answer to it. But yeah, so let's go down the field. So Renegade's going in a dogfight with Tubes, and so this is a bit of a back battle here. Yeah, so we go on board with Renegade here. We've got Tubes just he's starting to shiver his timbers with Renegade on the gearbox, on that diff, on that rear diff, that little rear diff on that Miata. It's these little 4 cylinders that could already. He's just holding him up well. I think that traction control's really bleeding time out of that car. Seems like the engine's up to temperature and running well, so... Oh, never mind. I thought someone went off there, but... Game things. PD lag. But meanwhile, Sharky's just put the car on cruise control and just like, yep, I'm just pulling away from everybody else. Yeah, that's a Sharky when he's got clean air. Like you see, he's really... So the thing between us fast guys, especially Sharky, we know the car we're driving, and 2, where if you notice his lines, he's on the limit every single time. Because he can push now. Yeah, he finds out where he can get, what he can get away with, what he can't get away with. And he's running a very short gearbox just to get the most out of that power. Because I've noticed like the peak power is right on the limiter. And Campbell's just like, yep, I'm not under threat by Kaizen. I can just hold P2. Yeah, so this guy raced for CP Motorsports, and this guy's an absolute speedster. I've raced this guy in multiple leagues, and this guy's got some speed. But yeah, good bloke too. So I'm, in which I'll help him out with a bit of tuning as well. So get him used to some of the leagues. But the quickest I've seen this guy go is in a Formula car. This guy is an absolute speedster. Like, I've seen him pull like almost half-second lap of me in a Formula car. Yeah, dirty air. With these cars, you just thrash these cars. But yeah, so look, so 2 laps to go, and you can see the tyres are just not wearing at all. So some of the admin fellas are going to have a look at some of the settings, and we might have to set the tyres on fire to get them warmed up and get them warm. Yeah, so he must have been pushing and he started to drop off a bit. But I think it looks like, see, I've got slightly more fuel in him, so I think he's really worried about his fuel. Then we got Dirac just, then we got Caban's really pushing. Yeah. Then you got you just on your Sunday drive as well, under lights. Yeah. Sometimes night racing anything can happen with night racing as well. Oh, I've just noticed Tubes is running no camber whatsoever. You can just see it. It's hard to see in the dark. Yeah, I can see him. You can see they're dead straight. Then you compare to mine, you can see they're a little bit curved at an angle. So you need it for that grip. But run it too much, you're going to kill your tyre wear. Okay, so we're on the penultimate lap. So Sharky's got a penalty. So this is a risk you run for driving hard and fast. But yeah, that's why he's just testing his waters with the car. But yeah. Yeah, so the fastest lap was a bit of a trash talking sort of subject here. But yeah. So So I might experiment running with lower fuel loads for qualifying, or turn off fuel altogether. Yeah, so we're trying to work out how to get tyre wear into the stage as well. So that's why we might have to up the tyre wear all the way up. Because these are sports tyres and it's a low powered car too, and it's a light car as well. Yeah. And also, it's hard to do a fast lap too, especially when the tyres are cold. Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing with night racing. So that's why driving on the hards were a bit tricky. So approaching the last half of the track now with Sharky with a comfortable margin over Campbell. Then Campbell's a comfortable margin over Kyson as well. Then he got Magic P4, Dirag's 5th, Costa Rocks or Gavan 6th, Snakey in 7th, Tubes in 8th, Renegade 9th, Budsy in 10th. So that pit strategy did not work for him whatsoever. So disaster from his crew. So he'll be livid. Then we got Brits rounding out. Yeah, that's the thing with the strategy calls as well. Everyone's running different strategies. So as Sharky crosses the line to take his first win in the Miata Trophy for the season after missing last week. And just for show off. Then we got Campbell coming P2. He's happy with it. Then he got myself, bit disappointed, but got on the podium still, so that's my third podium of the season. And get some good points. Cutting up P3. And Magic with an absolute solid job coming in 4th. So that's overall 3rd for him. Then we got Dirags, who's done a great job holding off Gabans. That's P5. Got Gabans. Then we got you. Fine. After look, when you started, that's pretty impressive getting to the mid pack. Yeah. That's P7 for you, buddy. Well done. Then we got Tubes coming around. Yeah, with that neutral toe and the neutral camber. So the Ice McKay said to fix that up sooner than later. So that's P8 for Tubes. So well done to him. A late inclusion tonight as well. Then Budsy's just happy got P9. Oh, something happened to Renegade. So he must have spun. Yeah. Yeah, and then we got Brits rounding out the grid. Well done to him for sake. So Sharky, there's your race winner. He had a solid race, which I knew he had it in him. Right. Let's go look at the results, eh? The round off before we wrap things up. Then we'll go through our driver of the day as well. Okay, so there's your official race for official round 2 race 2 results. Sharky taking out a convincing win, followed by Campbell in P2, then by myself in Kyson in P3. Then you have Magic in P4 with Dirags P5, so solid job. You have Gabans in P6, yourself Snakey in P7, and round at the top 8 is Tubes, so a solid drive from him. Then the back of the grid, oh, wrong one. Then we got Budsy in 9th, Renegade 10th, and Brits in P11 with Benjo retire with a DNS with an engine failure. So, who do you reckon your driver of the day for you was, Snakey?
Oh, it's a hard call, man. Like, there's some close races. It was good to see Campbell with that, comeback from his first race.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a bit of a toss-up for me. There was some, even in the middle of the pack, like, Drags did a really good job sort of quietly sitting there and a couple of good finishes. Yeah, I might have to have a think about that.
All right, I'll go first then. So, yeah, look, with I reckon it's look, it's between at the moment no, right now it's going to be my man Magic because he put off a brilliant fight on me, like trying to because he was difficult to get around too, especially with my setup and his setup. But also honourable mention to Campbell for making up for what happened in race 1, and Dirax for holding up a P5 and jumping Gabans. So my driver of the day is Magic. Yep. Rightio. Right, that concludes our coverage of the Brothers United Racing. I thank for everyone who came on and watched. And it's been your host Kaizen alongside Snakey. Thanks for jumping on, Snakey.
Yeah, thanks for inviting me along.
Yep. I reckon we should do this more often, to be honest.
Yeah, I reckon it was good. Yeah, so just from me, just Merry Christmas and Happy New Year as well to everyone.
Yeah, absolutely. And from the family at Brothers United Racing Club, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And into the new year, we'll be heading off to Germany at the Nürburgring, where we're going to do round 3 of the Miata Trophy. But until then, it is lights out and good night. You've been your boy Kaizen. Good night, everybody, and I'll see you in the next video.